Hello, my friends. I'm Bee, and this is Bee's Intuition. Today, we're going to do a reading about who wants to chat with you, the collective. Let's just dive right in, okay? Please and thank you, Spirit. Who is wanting to come in to chat with the collective? Mysterious. Who's trying to come in to chat? To talk to the collective. Who wants to talk to the collective? Who wants to chat? Who wants to have a good chat about? Just a bit of banter. Who wants to have a bit of banter with the collective? Please and thank you, Spirit. Who wants to chat with the collective? Please and thank you, Spirit. Okay. Da-da-da-da. I'm gonna see if there's more. I'll tell you if there's more. I feel like there's probably gonna be a good amount of people that want to chat with the collective. Why not? Please and thank you, Spirit. Who wants to chat with the collective? Please and thank you. Who wants to chat? To chat a little. Chat a little. Okay, I'm only gonna take the top ones because that is too many. Right. We'll take those. And I think that's a good place to start. For sure. Or, yeah. Okay, so what do we have? We have the Ace of Pentacles, followed by the Chariot, Eight of Pentacles, and then we have the Lovers and the Hermit, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Devil. I'm so sorry if there's anybody French watching this. I just like to do silly accents sometimes, but that's the Devil card. It's like my way to vocal stim, doing silly accents. Anyways, let's just start clarifying, shall we? Starting with that Ace of Pentacles. Please and thank you, Spirit. What do you have for that Ace of Pentacles? Who's trying to come into chat? Who is this? Who is this trying to come into chat with the collective? Please and thank you, Spirit. Okay, we got a few. We got a few. Okay. So, Ace of Pentacles clarified by the Knight of Swords. Why did I say knight? I knew it was the page. The Page of Swords. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. And then the Page of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. So this is definitely somebody that could be wanting to come back from the past. They could feel like something's not finished between the two of you. But that Ace of Pentacles indicates like a new beginning, a fresh start here. Page of Swords, that could indicate that this is somebody that's been keeping their eye on you for quite some time, observing you. They could also be observing you. This is going to sound a little bit creepy maybe, but you working on something? Or you focused on your own stability. I almost feel like you got something going on and you're kind of just like in your own little world and this person's like observing that. But I don't get it in a creepy way at all. Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like this person sees you as very abundant, and since this is who wants to chat with you, I'm thinking the reason they want to chat is because they see this Ten of Pentacles with you. And this is like happy home, happy life sort of vibes. There's two dogs in this card, so that's like a lot of loyalty. This could be somebody that is maybe devoted to you. But there's two pages here. Then there's the Page of Cups as well as the Page of Swords. So it still feels like it's in its infancy. So I'm not so sure if this is somebody from the past. It is always possible that maybe you just weren't in a relationship with this person. Maybe you two flirted on and off, or you had some sort of bit of banter. You might have chatted with this person casually. But it feels like there's intensity behind this person's intentions. Like they see a future with you. And that Judgment card I feel like is showing like how serious they are about this. They want to come in and have you make that final judgment on them. I also always get with the Judgment card, because of the horn that the angel holds, it's like being loud and proud about something. Like making sure that something is heard and understood. Also very like messenger-y. Like they could have maybe a specific message that they would like to share with you. This person may be shy. Maybe that's what the pages are about. But I feel like because it's only pages that are showing up here, I'm more inclined to say that this is somebody that you may not know a lot about, and maybe vice versa. Even though they observe you, they may not be able to get the whole picture yet. There is a lot of curiosity about you, and I feel like they would probably want to ask you if you're single, because that Page of Cups shows that they're clearly interested in something romantic here. They could see you as somebody that's quite magical. You could be somebody that manifests in your life, and maybe this person has seen you manifest things in your life, and that could be very impressive to them. They probably would like to learn how you do that. And the Page of Swords I do get as a very curious character. Somebody that has like a thirst for knowledge and learning. And so I almost feel like this person would love to learn from you. Like, how do you do things? They feel very inspired by you. Like, how do you do these things and make them look so easy is kind of what I'm getting. And then it's because we have the Ace of Pentacles, and then one of the cards that clarifies it is the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like you're somebody that starts from the bottom up when it comes to your manifestations. Like, you're not afraid to start out small because you have this foresight and this ability to see what this will look like in the future. And so you have the proper amount of patience it takes for things to grow. And I think you know that anything worth having will take some time, you know, to grow. And I feel like this person, I don't know, I feel like they're patient as well, because that Page of Swords is usually somebody that's like in the background and maybe waiting for a chance for something here. But maybe they just don't know how you are able to manifest such abundance into your life. Or maybe they know how to well, the thing with manifestation is sometimes you can also manifest like things that are not so good. And it really depends a lot on like where your mind is at and what your thoughts consist of and how you see yourself. So maybe this is somebody that has the ability to manifest, but maybe they've only manifested things that were not leading them to abundance in the past. And so maybe they would like to learn that from you, is like, how do you manifest good things into your life? But I do get this strong sense that they really look up to you and they admire your abilities here. And I don't know why, but it feels like they have seen you manifest something. So they must know a little bit about your past somehow, even if you two don't know each other super well. Maybe you had a conversation or something, and this person was able to pick up through what you were talking about or how you were talking about it, that you have some sort of history, or if like things weren't always that way for you. And that could also make them curious about you. It's like, maybe you said something in a certain way and it alluded to something, but you never outrightly said it. And so that may have sparked some curiosity in this person, where it's like, I wonder what that is about, or I wonder what that means. I wonder what their history is. So they could definitely be curious about learning about you in general. Yeah, the Judgment card definitely feels like that sort of energy of like, they look up to you. They think very highly of you. And you have a lot of power in this dynamic. And it doesn't even have to be that this person is like, it's possible that they're younger than you, or that they have like a position of power that is maybe a little bit lower than yours in terms of your community or your work, but not necessarily. That could also just be reflecting how they view themselves compared to you, especially if they look up to you or admire you in some way. They could maybe mentally kind of put themselves down a little bit, either consciously or unconsciously. But they definitely look up to you and may feel a little bit lesser than, but it doesn't necessarily reflect how they're showing up in the 3D in their own sphere of reality. Because they could have a position of power, but still show up in this very kind of shy energy because maybe you intimidate them, you know? Let's see what's underneath that Judgment card. The Two of Cups. That's the Two of Cups underneath the Judgment card. I mean, what more can I say? They want to share the love with you. This is very healthy love too. This is equal give and take, reciprocal, balanced, equal. They could find your energy very healing to them. They clearly got feelings for you, and since it is reciprocal love, maybe you got feelings for them too. Or maybe you will if this person like introduces themselves to you. If you're not like super aware who they are. Let's see what's underneath that Two of Cups. Two of Pentacles. Balance. Striving for balance. And that's where I kind of get that maybe there's a little bit of history there. But because they're showing up as a page, I don't know if it's somebody that you have a serious past with or something that was very long term. Like it feels like more casual. But maybe there was some sort of imbalance between the two of you that they would like to correct and balance that out. And through, or how they will go about balancing it out is by giving to you romantically. Maybe you have tried to give to this person romantically in the past and either they weren't available or they weren't interested or they were distracted. And so maybe they want to come in now to balance out the scales a little bit and balance out the connection between the two of you. And that may be what the conversation is about. Okay. All right. Pretty straightforward with that one. Let's go on to the Chariot. Please and thank you, Spirit. Who is just wanting to come in to chat with the collective? Who is this person? Who is this person with the Chariot card over here? Who is this? Who is it? Okay, so clarifying the Chariot, we have the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Swords, Six of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and then bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. What a interesting energy. An interesting energy, very much so. So Chariot. This is somebody that probably really wants to chat with you and probably maybe like actively making plans to come towards you because this is action mode for sure. Enthusiastic action towards something. Like they know exactly where they're going and how to get to it. The Seven of Swords makes me raise an eyebrow because it's like, is that somebody being suspicious? But then it's immediately followed by the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords usually indicates painful endings. So this could have been some sort of suspicious person from your past. And by suspicious, I mean, they could have they could have been hiding something from you. Whether that's like a third party or they could have not included certain details about their life or what they were going through, kept something secretive. but usually it's done with the intention of trying to do something that they shouldn't be doing. Yeah, they could have been like sneaky and suspicious in the past. But that Ten of Swords would indicate that they put that to rest. They stopped that part of their life, that part of their personality, that part of their tendencies. And it's almost like they killed that version of themselves, potentially. Like killed it off because it was not serving them, and maybe it was hindering them and causing more pain and more devastation. And honestly, it could also have been karma, because when you're in that sort of energy of trying to be sneaky, trying to be slick, and doing something that you know you kind of shouldn't be doing, could have been karma that kind of got up to, like, caught up to this person. And so they were like, either I thought somebody was going, never mind. It's like either I stay in this lifestyle or mentality or behavior and keep being miserable, because I don't think it was even fulfilling for them. They probably were nervous all the time. They probably were guilty, like, you know, regardless of what we do, like, even if we know what we're doing is bad and we do it anyways, there's still, you know, it's still gonna weigh on your heart somewhat. And you're still gonna feel that guilt, no matter who you are. I guess unless you're like a sociopath or whatever. Most of the time you're gonna feel that guilt and that shame within. And so it's like, this isn't serving you. You're actively doing something that you know you shouldn't be doing. And it feels like it was just like adding to maybe their negative thoughts about themselves, their the ways in which they viewed themselves could have been really affected by this type of behavior. And so they were like, I need to kill this off because it's not serving me, it's hurting me, and I either have a decision to stay in this energy or change. And I feel like this person decided to change. And it could have been not a very easy thing to do, because the Ten of Swords is usually painful. But then there's like that sunrise in the background to indicate like a new start, a new beginning, a new day, a new dawn, to recreate yourself. So this person could have gone through some sort of transformation here. Definitely on a psychological level, and maybe in terms of their mindsets and ways of thinking, for sure. And then we have the Six of Swords, which I feel like is sort of further confirmation of all of this. A lot of swords energy. This could definitely be somebody that overthinks, or has like an overactive mind maybe. But the Six of Swords is good, because that is moving away from something that is either harmful or you know, not hopeful at all, and then moving towards something that is way more full of hope and opportunity. So it's like this person consciously, it feels like, made this decision to give up whatever that past energy was, even if it was difficult, even if it was painful. And now they're going, you know, it's almost like they're crossing over to the other side now. Because they realized that it wasn't, this way of being was not conducive to the life that they desire. And I feel like maybe that life that they desire has something to do with you. So you probably saw through this person, saw that they had this tendency, or knew that they were doing something. I mean, my collective is very intuitive, so you probably have good intuition. You were like, something's not right, you know? Something's a little bit suspicious over here. And maybe that was part of the reason why they decided to stop this way of their behavior and their mentalities, their mindsets, their ways of being. because it wasn't ever going to provide them with what they wanted, and maybe what they wanted was you. And so now that they're on their way to making a better life for themselves, there's the Six of Pentacles, which is all about a desire to give. So maybe in the past they couldn't give to you because of something sneaky, or maybe the way they were thinking about things, the way that they were viewing this. And so now they may be able to give to this connection that they feel with you. They definitely want to stabilize it if things were not stable between the two of you, because the Pentacles definitely deal with stability. They could also be wanting to kind of tell you what's been going on, maybe behind the scenes, like what they've been up to, how they've changed, what they have done to change. The Queen of Cups, I feel like that's how they view you. The Queen of Cups could definitely be how they view you, as somebody that is very kind, loving, sweet, pure-hearted, heart of gold. And I feel like, yeah, maybe the energy that they're showing up in is more Emperor mode. Like it really does feel like they wanted or needed more, like, yeah, I feel like it was more like they needed to, if this was what they wanted, something with you, they needed to level themselves up. So they did. And they got rid of the things that they were doing to self-sabotage and get rid of that sneaky negative behavior that they had going on. And it's like, yeah, that was very necessary if they wanted to level up and embody more so the Emperor, because the Emperor is somebody that is mentally strong. Like, obviously they're physically strong, they've, you know, gone through a lot and stuff, but they're also mentally strong. They're not somebody that's gonna do that sort of behavior of being sneaky, or giving into temptations easily, or playing games. Like, that is not the Emperor at all. So it definitely feels like this person realized that how they were in the past was not somebody that you would have even considered as a potential partner. And so they realized, like, I have to show up in a different energy if I want this to take place. I'm gonna see what's underneath the Emperor. Ace of Swords. Communication, ideas. There's so much sword energy. This could definitely be an air sign, but not necessarily. That would be Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. But it really does feel like with that Ace of Swords that this is somebody taking back control. They're putting control back into their own hands, the control over themselves. They're becoming more empowered and finding the power within to make these changes. Because maybe at one point they felt out of control of these tendencies. Like they were maybe addictive or something. I almost expected the Devil card to be underneath the Emperor, because like it does kind of give me that sort of energy. And since that's coming through in my mind, I guess I could probably just say that this could be somebody that has dealt with addictions in the past. Or maybe currently is struggling to recover from addictions. But those addictions could literally be multiple, or anything really can become an addiction. But this is somebody that's taken control back over those types of things that they may have at one point felt out of control of. I'm going to see what's underneath that Ace of Swords. Three of Swords. Literally so much sword energy. Like, what the heck? So the Three of Swords could even be, yeah, with that Seven of Swords and now the Three of Swords, definitely could have been that they were sneaky with a third party in the past. Whether they kept that third party a secret from you, or they wanted you to be the third party in a situation. Could have definitely been something like that. So much sword energy, though. Feels very intense. This person probably spends most of their time in their head. Probably more so than... I'm getting a sense of escapism. So maybe this is somebody that daydreams a lot, thinks things through mentally and maybe never really acts because they're just so caught up in their own head. They could also be somebody that like thinks things through to such a degree that they have to figure out every small minor detail before they even act upon something. And that could be a way of like kind of sabotaging themselves in their own growth. But since this is all clarifying the Chariot, that's probably another thing that they are changing, because the Chariot is action. So maybe this person has been thinking about this for some time now, and they're finally ready to act because they have done certain things behind the scenes in order to make it possible for them to actually take some action now. And also the Chariot card is very confident, as well as the Emperor. So it feels like they are coming in as a very confident person, and that could have been not who they were in the past. Especially if they had that behavior of being sneaky that was weighing on their conscience. It could definitely be that they were really insecure for a long time. They could have even felt that like they were not anywhere close to being on your level and very insecure about themselves, but now they're like, because they've taken these actions, they've made these changes, they feel much more confident, especially in the energy that they're showing up in. It definitely feels like they would like to have a conversation. This person probably is, honestly, I feel like this would be an in-person conversation for some reason. Not necessarily for all of you. In some cases, it could be like a message, but I don't know. Because the swords really deal with communication. And so I feel like this would be a face-to-face interaction or maybe a phone call. I feel like it would be voices involved for some reason. I almost feel this sense of them finally finding their inner voice or their ability to voice things. Because, yeah, like I'm getting this energy of like them being so caught up in their head in the past. Maybe they used to be afraid to say certain things or talk about certain things. But maybe that's all changing now because of the actions and the choices that they've been making. Interesting. I do get this energy of like wanting to shed light on something. So maybe you were confused about this person in the past and they would like to shed light upon something that you weren't sure about. Yeah, because maybe it was something that your intuition told you, but maybe you didn't have any proof. And so maybe this person's like kind of coming in to confirm your intuition or your suspicions that you had. You're in like a very like powerful position though with that Queen of Cups. There's definitely an energy of like, you're not focused on this person at all. But I feel like that's almost like good, especially because like if this person was in the past being sketchy, it probably would have just been really exhausting to be like focused on this person while they're going through all of this change and whatever. But you've been like kind of focusing on your own happiness, it feels like. Like what makes you happy? Focusing on yourself, maybe your self-love. Yeah, like what makes you happy, not what makes other people happy, but like how can you create the most happiness in your life on your own? And that could be really serving you, because I feel like that's where most of your focus is when this person comes in. I like it. Let's go into the Eight of Pentacles. Please and thank you, Spirit. What do you have for that Eight of Pentacles? Who's trying to come in to chat with the collective? With the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. What's going on with that? Eight of Pentacles. Please and thank you, Spirit. Who wants to chat with the collective? With that Eight of Pentacles. Please and thank you, Spirit. Interesting. Please and thank you, Spirit. Oop, oop. Now they're coming out. Now they're coming out for the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, clarifying that Eight of Pentacles, we have the Ten of Wands, the Moon card, the Lovers, and then bottom of the deck, Two of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles is working on something. This could be somebody that's been working on something. Ten of Wands, they could have been working on a lot of things. This could have had, this could have been somebody that had a lot on their plate that they were dealing with. A lot of burdens, a lot of responsibilities maybe. And they were like working through all of that. This could be somebody that maybe you haven't spoken to in a while because they were so distracted with working on maybe themselves, their own stability, figuring out how to get through all of this that they've been burdened with working through. And then the Moon card. Yeah, so that's kind of, I think, along the lines of what I'm picking up here is like, you may have not seen this person for quite some time. They could have gone dark on you, maybe ghosted you, or left your messages on read, like that kind of energy. They kind of went dark and you couldn't see them. You didn't know what they were up to. You probably weren't receiving any communication. And it could have definitely, because I'm not sure exactly what your kind of relationship with this person is. Could have just been simply a friend, to be honest, or any sort of relationship. But it could have caused a little bit of fear or doubt, that time of silence. So maybe you started to doubt yourself, or doubt if this friendship was even going two ways, you know? If it was even reciprocal. Maybe you started to doubt yourself and feel a little bit of fear around that. Like, oh, apparently we're not friends like I thought we were. Something like that. But I feel like the work that they've been working on is something very important. This person could have been working through fears of their own. And these were like necessary fears to face because they were on their path to something important, like their life purpose. And so they had to overcome those fears and work through this stuff behind the scenes. Definitely feels like this is behind the scenes energy, like something that you weren't seeing, but something that this person was devoting their energy to. The Lovers. So it is possible that this person feels like a divine connection to you, but there's also the other thing about this person making good choices. And I feel like that definitely goes with the Eight of Pentacles, working on something or working through something. Maybe trying to figure out how to build stability. And the Lovers could definitely be, you know, divinely enlightened choices that this person was making to maybe set themselves up for a better future for themselves, to put them in alignment with their purpose. And if they have feelings for you, which is possible, set themselves up so that they are a better match for you. They could have been somebody that was dealing with maybe insecurities, and so they were working through those as well. Okay. Two of Pentacles. So yeah, I definitely get communication is almost necessary at this point to balance things out between the two of you. Because yeah, it does have that energy of like them going dark because they were focused on other things. And so the Two of Pentacles, that desire for balance, that's probably why they're coming in, to balance this out between the two of you. I'm going to see what's underneath that Two of Pentacles. Oh, Two of Cups. So yeah, this is somebody that is romantically interested in you, more than likely interested in you romantically. But again, that Two of Pentacles kind of indicates to me that you may, although maybe at one point you had feelings for them and it was reciprocal, because there was this period of silence, you may not be so sure about this person's intentions, or whether they're being honest, or if they, yeah, those types of doubts may arise for you. They definitely really admire you and would like to express themselves emotionally to you, potentially. Let's see what's underneath that Two of Cups. Judgment. So yeah, they want you to make the judgment call here. They would like you to make a decision about how you feel about them. And the Judgment card, I feel like it definitely comes across as like them being loud and clear about their intentions. I feel like that's what the conversation would be about, is them clearing this up. The Two of Pentacles, it almost feels like too with that Two of Pentacles that they were trying to balance out themselves before coming towards you. So it really does feel like a lot of self-work that this person was going through. And it may have been difficult for them, but they got through it. And so maybe they want to come in now that they are balanced to express themselves, explain what has been going on. And I think it's going to depend on what this person tells you and how, if you want to pursue it or take them seriously. Okay, let's go into the Lovers card now. The other Lovers, not the one we had in the other part. Please and thank you, Spirit. Who is wanting to come in to have a chat with the collective? Please and thank you, Spirit. Who's trying to chat with the collective up in here? Who's trying to come in? Who's trying to have a chat? Who's trying to have a bit of banter? Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we have the Lovers card clarified by Two of Wands. Somebody that's been making plans. Four of Wands. Somebody that may want union with you or to celebrate something with you. Wheel of Fortune. Divine timing could be at play. And then bottom of the deck, Three of Swords. Could have been something that has to do with heartbreak or a third party. Okay. Let's take a deeper look at this. I am getting pretty strongly with this Lovers card that this could definitely be somebody that is seeing you as a soulmate of sorts. They could feel like the divine has led them to you, that the two of you are like two peas in a pod, very much similar and compatible. And they've been making these plans to come towards you. I almost feel a sense of like the energy that they were showing up in the past was not good enough or not on your level in some way, and so they had to make those kinds of corrections. And it's like now that they've made those corrections, they have been making these plans to come towards you. It also feels like they really admire you. They could see you as being worthy of more than how they were showing up for you in the past. Like you deserve more is what I feel from this person. The Four of Wands definitely could be indicating a union between the two of you, that this is, you know, this is what this person desires, and that could be, you know, the reason why they're coming in to have a conversation, is like they're expressing their feelings, their desire to come into union with you. The Four of Wands can also indicate like a celebration. So maybe they would celebrate a union between the two of you. And maybe they you could also have something to celebrate on your own. And maybe this person has something to celebrate on their own as well. Like either or. I feel like one of you probably has something to celebrate. So maybe this is somebody that's coming in to be like, I am emotionally available now, or I did the work to become a better person. So maybe that's like also part of it, is like, I have some good news to tell you, is kind of the energy I'm getting. The Wheel of Fortune. I'm almost getting this sense of like things were not right in the past. And I feel like I was getting that same message with that Two of Wands. Like something wasn't right, something wasn't in alignment in the past, but they've made those proper decisions and choices, took actions that were necessary to make sure that things are much more aligned now, or the two of you are much more aligned. And to be honest, we have that Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck, so it could have been a third party situation. Maybe they took certain actions to remove themselves from a third party, and now they feel like finally the time has come. The time is right now. We can do this thing now. We can be two peas in a pod. Let's see if there's like more information underneath that Three of Swords, more context maybe. The Hierophant. So the Hierophant could definitely be explaining a couple of things. Definitely could be wisdom that they are gaining from the divine, and I feel like divine wisdom could also be a part of the Wheel of Fortune as well. And the Lover's card that we're clarifying. There's a lot of divine energy, so this person could have felt like a soul connection with you, and maybe that spirit was guiding them to make these changes if they wanted to be with you, if they wanted to be in alignment with you. And then the other part is with the Hierophant, that this could be an indicator of marriage. So the desire to become married or join in union, like we had with that Four of Wands. Like long-term commitment, more traditional sense of commitment that is long-term. I want to see what's underneath that Hierophant. The Emperor. So, yeah, that kind of fits with what I've been saying. It's like this person was not on your level in the past, but they've made changes. And they want to show up as that person that has made those changes and made themselves a much better potential partner for you. They've taken their power back, taken control over their issues that they were experiencing, insecurities, whatever obstacles were in the way. So yeah, they could be coming in as a very serious energy, coming in with a serious sort of energy. Like they mean business. It also could be that the Hierophant could have indicated like a connection that was like maybe this third party that they broke off with. Like they had a long-term commitment with a third party and they broke that off. And now they're able to show up in the right kind of energy for you. Interesting. Okay, so that's what I'm getting from that. And then let's see what the Hermit has to say. Please and thank you, Spirit. Who is coming in to chat with the collective with their Hermit card? Who's this Hermit? What are they trying to say? Who wants to chat with the collective with that Hermit card? Who wants to chat with the Hermit card? Let's see. Why the word? Where the word? Okay. Clarifying that Hermit card, we got the Six of Wands, Ace of Wands, bottom of the deck, Two of Cups. I mean, wow. So the Hermit, with this context, this Hermit card I feel like is indicating that this is somebody that dived deep into themselves to figure out what they want, to make decisions that will be conducive to a future that they actually desire and will fulfill them. And I feel like that future is something to do with you. They figured out that something was not right within them, within their life, and they had to make certain changes. And so it started with them looking at themselves and deciding what they want. Now that they have decided what they want and made certain changes, they found that inner wisdom. They're ready to show up. And also the Hermit could definitely be indicating that maybe you haven't heard from this person in a while because they've been focused on themselves, focused on correcting something, figuring something out on their end, spending a lot of time alone. So yeah, you may have not heard from this person in a while. Six of Wands. That is a card of victory. I honestly get a little bit of like a bragging moment from this person, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Especially when it's like this person is clearly proud of something that they have accomplished. And maybe it is making certain choices that are much more enlightened, much more wise, much more in alignment with who they want to be in the life that they want. I feel very much like this person's coming in to express the success that they've experienced on their own while they've been away, you know? The Ace of Wands. I mean, the two cards that are clarifying the Hermit are both wand cards. So this is somebody that's extremely attracted to you and probably wants growth to take place between the two of you. Maybe that's their hopes, is coming in expressing what they've been going through, their success that they have been experiencing, kind of bragging a little bit about like their self-work, maybe figuring that things out on their own, and then coming in and being like, let's grow something between the two of us. Let's do this thing is kind of what I'm getting with that. The wand definitely feels like the Ace of Wands card is definitely hitting me as like them desiring to manifest something with you. something that they may have been thinking about for quite some time. They could have daydreamed about this, and now they want to actually put it into reality, bring it into the 3D. And then that Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck, clearly they're hoping that you have the same feelings for them. Maybe they're a little bit concerned because they were in hermit mode. Maybe they're like, well, what if they don't have feelings for me anymore because I went silent? But they're hoping that you feel the same way, because they would love this to be a reciprocal relationship here, where they express feelings to you, you express feelings to them, and you can start to build from there. I am getting like just so much energy of like the divine being present. And so I feel like somebody here is definitely drawn to you because of like this spiritual connection they feel. Let's see what's underneath that Two of Cups. Okay, it's the Two of Pentacles again. Yeah, balancing out something between the two of you. Like they needed to balance something out on their end before coming in to balance things out with you and the connection that they share. Honestly, all of this could be talking about the same person, because I feel like this is a common theme that I've been getting throughout this reading. Or maybe it's like two different people. But there's a good chance that it's just one person, and this is kind of just sharing different parts of their journey and how they're approaching you. But yeah, they had to balance something out on their end in their life before coming in to balance things out with you. Let's see what's underneath that. Two of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. So you're in a very attractive energy. Confident. Focused on your own passions, focused on the things that light you up. Out of curiosity, I just want to see what's underneath that Queen of Wands. Eight of Swords. Okay. Now we're getting a little bit more information. So I feel like this is somebody that had you in your head for maybe a smidgen of time. I don't think it was for very long though, because you're showing up as the Queen of Wands. Like, I know who I am, what I have going on. I know my worth. So you could have been in your head for a minute, but then you were like, I'm not going to waste my time being caught up in my head about this person. I'm going to move on. Or I'm going to focus on myself. Like, you definitely were not waiting around for this person to choose you. That's definitely the energy I'm getting. And maybe that's part of the reason why this person wants to act now and express things, is because they're probably worried that you're going to be attracting somebody else is going to come along. Yeah. But I do like that. I like that you weren't in your head for too long and you weren't like sulking or, you know, feeling sorry for yourself. You definitely had like this kind of attitude of like, if they're not willing to step up to the plate, that's fine. I'm going to just do my own thing and make my own happiness. Okay, so we have the Devil at the bottom of this card. I was feeling that devil energy earlier. I can't remember at what part, but yeah, I felt like maybe this person had some sort of addiction or could be currently going through recovery, or something about themselves or their life that they felt like they were out of control of. They felt like they were out of control of it, but then I feel like they gained the consciousness that they had way more control over that thing than they thought they did. Let's see what's underneath that Devil card. The Hanged Man, yeah. So they were stuck in a certain way of being or a certain lifestyle or maybe certain mentalities. And they thought, I'm just stuck here forever, I guess. But through that uncomfortable situation, they learned some lessons and they gained wisdom and a different perspective. And that, I feel like, was when they realized, wait a second, what am I doing here? I have way more control over this situation than I thought I did. So let's do those actions. Let's see what's underneath that hangman. Ace of Wands. I feel like that is this person deciding to follow their passions, follow the light. Because I'm getting this sense of like a magic wand with the Ace of Wands that we've seen here twice. It feels like this is somebody that's taking back control, taking back their power, realizing that they do have the ability to change things, that they aren't just trapped and stuck in something, and that they're not out of control. They have all of the control if they just realized it. And it feels like they have now. And they have finally taken the actions that they needed to in order to free themselves from whatever those were. I like it. Very positive message overall, I would say. Let's see what the Oracle has to say about this. Please and thank you, Spirit. Any other messages that you would like to share with the collective about who wants to come in and chat? Have a little bit of banter. Okay. Bit of banter. Okay, so we have choose your battles for sure, and open up, and then bottom of the deck here we got love, and that's the Lover's card. Supposed to represent the Lover's card there. Slippery little suckers. Let's see. Choose your battles. So I am getting, again, this message about how they really look up to you. They see you as like bigger or more important than them in some way. And so I get a little bit of timidity from this person. Like they're kind of shy, but at the same time, look at that stance. It's like they're shy, but they're still doing it anyways. And they're going to try to be as brave and as confident as possible, even if they feel like you'll eat them alive. Because like this is worth fighting for, is what it feels like. So they're gonna show up as brave and as confident as possible, but it feels like inside they're maybe really nervous and maybe a little bit shy and maybe a little bit awkward. Because this is worth it for them. Like, no matter if you say, I hate you, get away from me, like, they're like, well, at least I tried. At least I faced my fears. I was brave, and I did it anyways. Open up. Intuition is what I'm getting with the open up card. So maybe Spirit is trying to tell you something about this person, maybe trying to guide you towards this person as well. This person's intuition may have been guiding them towards you. And I feel like open up is kind of what they would like to do. They would like to come in so that they can open up to you, maybe for the first time. I feel like this is going to be a very honest conversation. If this is all summarizing just one person, I feel like they want to be real with you, and maybe for the first time. There's definitely, they would like to open up. They would like to share what's been on their mind, what they've been thinking, what they've been doing. Because it's like necessary at this point. Yeah. And then with that love card at the bottom of the deck, for the Lover's card. Yeah, I think that they're really gonna try to express like how deeply they feel this connection between the two of you. How much they desire for this to come into reality, the 3D. There's the leaves in the background that always make me think of growth. So they would love for growth to take place here, for the two of you to grow together. Aww. With that, I'm getting the message of they would like to grow old with you. That's really sweet. They definitely want to like intertwine your lives. Like literally come into union with you. Intertwine your lives and build and grow together is really what I'm getting very strongly with that. And they're hoping to make you as happy as you make them. Well, that was really cute. But yeah, so that is the reading. I really hope that you like this, and I hope that it resonated. If it did resonate, feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you subscribe, you can become a part of the Hive Collective. Because my name is Bee. Bees live in hives, and you can become an honorary bee like me, and we can be a little bee family together. If you like my rims and you'd like to see more, be sure to click that bell icon down below so that YouTube actually notifies you the next time that I upload. And thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.